What up, gang? Welcome back to the channel. This is MMA John. I'm your host, G. UFC Vegas 116, Aljamain Sterling versus Youssef Salal straight up slapped us, man. We did pretty shitty, and we haven't done that bad in forever, man. All I kept thinking about while watching those fights were,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
For this video, guys, though, there will be no recap. Moving forward, I was planning on removing the recap to shorten down my videos anyway. Conveniently, for the haters, I did pretty shitty. So, talk your shit. Let's move forward. We got UFC Perth, Australia. And we're going to start off that fight card with the very first fight of the night. Cody Steele versus Dalmar Fan. Now, in this fight, guys, Cody Steele, grappler, Dalmar Fan, kickboxer. Both looked pretty decent the last time out. Cody Steele did lose to round 2, while Dalmar Fan won his road to UFC fight, earning himself that contract to the UFC. This will be his debut, and he's debuting in his hometown of Australia. Call it crazy, right? But yeah, for this fight, guys, it's a toss-up. I feel like the odds should be a little closer. Cody Steele, good grappler, decent hands. And Dalmar Fan, good kickboxer with some good, decent takedown defense. His last time up, he fought a guy named Sung-Up Kim, and that guy was a known grappler and wasn't able to take down Dalmar Fan. So you gotta give credit where credit is due. Dalmar Fan definitely has some decent takedown defense. Now Cody Steele, though, that dude's a grappler. That dude grapples a lot. He has maybe 20 grappling fight events that he has been to, that he's competed in. So that dude is definitely a grappler. He should be able to take down Dalmar Fan a lot easier than Sung-Up Kim was. But again, Sung-Up Kim was definitely a grappler and wasn't able to do so. So anyway, I'm yapping. For the pick, I got Cody Steele to edge out a close decision. But I'm not really confident in this pick. Dalmar Fan definitely looked solid this last time out. So low-key kind of scary. He can definitely come in here and defend multiple takedowns and simply outstrike Cody Steele. But, we'll see. I got Cody Steele. They're definitely Dalmar Fan. When it came to those takedown attempts that Sung-Up Kim was taking, he didn't really set up those takedowns efficiently. So hence why he was able to get stuffed multiple times. I think Cody Steele will be able to implement those takedowns a lot better than he was. So I'm going to go ahead and take Cody Steele. When it comes to the stand-up, they're pretty much even. Cody Steele definitely has more power. But this should be an interesting fight. I'm going to go ahead and take Cody Steele for the early pick. So give me Cody Steele to win by decision. Next fight up, we got Jonathan Micallef versus Tafa Vs Gorimbo. Now, you guys see the odds. Jonathan is like a -300, -400. He should come in here and use his grappling to take down Tafa and control him on the ground and submit him while he's down there. When it comes to the striking, I think Tafa is up there. He could definitely outstrike Jonathan. All you simply have to worry about is those kicks that Jonathan throws, and Jonathan's power definitely can pack a punch on Jonathan's side. As for Tafa, he has to just simply outstrike Jonathan Micallef on the feet and try his best to avoid those takedowns. But it's a lot to ask for. Tafa, you lost to Jeremiah Wells. That's definitely not a good look. Him being a grappler and Jonathan being a grappler, it's just not a good look for you in this fight, man. Jonathan Micallef should come in here, take you down with ease, and possibly submit you within the first 2. The odds represent that, and we're going that route. So give me Jonathan Micallef to win here by submission. Next fight up, we got Welsh Schultz versus Ben Johnson. And this one's going to be a quick one. I don't really like Welsh Schultz, supposed wrestler who sucks at taking people down. How do you suck at what you're supposed to be good at? I don't know. Welsh Schultz, you were a BJJ nerd, or at least your last fight resembled a BJJ nerd who simply doesn't know how to strike, doesn't know how to take anyone down, and relies on his submission attempts to get the victory. I simply cannot bank on that to get you to win. Ben Johnson, solid striker, and some solid takedowns of his own, solid wrestling of his own, I should say. He should come in here and just simply avoid the takedowns from Wes Schultz and put the paws on Wes Schultz. Wes Schultz has no hands. He's going to lose this fight. And if he ends up winning, it'll be like a surprisingly, I don't know, ankle lock, knee lock, some bullshit like that. Yeah, he reminds me of your modern day Ryan Hall, but like way shittier. Give me Ben Johnson, the new guy, to come in here and just simply win a knockout or decision against this guy. Avoid the takedowns, and I'll struck Wes Schultz. Wes Schultz, it's not it's not UFC worthy. Next fight, we got Colby Thickness versus Vince Morales. And in this one, they gave Colby, the veteran, in Vince Morales, who's coming off like 3 straight L's against like literally all newcomers, and they give him another newcomer in Colby. Now in this fight, I gotta go ahead and lean Colby to get it done as well. I think this fight's primarily gonna stand up on the feet, but don't get me wrong, this fight is gonna be closer than what the odds indicate as well. Minus 175 for Colby. He should probably be like a minus 130. I'm gonna be honest. Vince Morales has grit, but momentum is not on his side. And the young Colby is going to come in here and outstrike him, use his wrestling to take down Vince Morales and get the W. If it remains standing up in the feet, Vince Morales definitely has a shot. He is the more gritty guy, definitely has that dog in him. But recently, all you have to do to beat Vince Morales is kind of just neutralize his stand-up, take him down, and earn minutes on the ground. So Colby is going to come in here and do just that. He's going to outstrike him on the feet for the most part, take him down, and earn control time on the ground. I see Colby Thickness winning a decision in this fight. So give me Colby to win a decision, and it should be 29-28, a tight one. Next fight up, we got Jacob Malkoun versus Jared Meerschaert. Sorry, I almost mispronounced his name. I'm not going to waste your time. Jared Meerschaert should retire. He's old. Jacob Malkoun isn't really the greatest, and he's a solid wrestler, but yeah, he's a minus 1,000 favorite. So he should come in here and do what he does. Give me Jacob Malkoun to win by knockout, ground and pound. Jared Meerschaert, I'm sorry, retired. Next fight up, we got Junior Tafa versus Kevin Christian. Now, they finally gave Tafa a fight that he can actually win, in my honest opinion. I can't believe he's a favorite. I can't believe I'm actually going to pick him. Kevin Christian, he's huge. He's like 6'6", against Junior Tafa, who's only like 6 foot. But Kevin Christian is a lanky, tall guy, and I can see right now his chin is not going to hold up against the bombs that Junior Tafa is going to throw. Junior Tafa needs a win badly here. I'm surprised he isn't cut yet from the UFC. He needs to win bad, and I think he does. I think he wins a knockout against Kevin Christian. Kevin Christian has to take down Junior Tafa, and if he does, he's probably going to be successful against Junior Tafa. But if he does not, I'm sorry, he's going to get KO'd in like the first or second round, possibly just the first. This fight's not going the distance regardless. Like I said, Kevin Christian, he's going to win if he takes him down and submits Junior Tafa. But unfortunately, if he doesn't, Junior Tafa is going to remain this on the feet and KO Kevin Christian on the feet. It's going to be a tall task, to ask for, considering, no pun intended, considering Kevin Christian is 6'6", 6'7". He's pretty huge. But Junior Tafa will be all right. Again, I can't believe I'm picking him in this fight, but he's a bum, Junior Tafa, but Kevin Christian isn't any better. Give me Junior Tafa to knock out Kevin Christian, and let's move on. Next fight up, we got Tai Tuivasa versus Louis Sutherland. And I swear to you, Louis Sutherland just fought not so long ago. 1 month and 4 days ago, he got knocked out. And they gave him Tai Tuivasa. Louis, they must be offering you a big-ass bag of money for you to be returning in 1 month after you're getting knocked out by Brando Pericic, who is the following fight up. but we'll get to that. Tai Vs, he's like 0-5, 0-6 in his last couple fights, and similar to Junior Tafa, Tai Vs should come in here and knock out Louis Sutherland. They gave you a present. They gave you a layup. They gave you a guy that's gonna go in there and bang with you. And Tai, you know, you're definitely gonna beat him, man. I have no doubts. We have no odds for this fight. I have no doubts that you should probably be a slight favorite, considering that you got like all these L's consecutively. They shouldn't, you know, gas you up that bad when it comes to the line. But Tai Vs is definitely going to come in here and smack Louis Sutherland, knock him out in the first 2 rounds too. And we finally get to see a shoey after like 6 years. I don't know. Give me Tai Vs to win by knockout. This fight is very volatile. Both guys can win by knockout, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Tai Vs. Another guy I can't believe that I'm picking. Next fight up, I noticed I skipped Rowston versus Robert Bryczek. So my fault. I didn't even notice it. In this fight, we got Rowston, kickboxer, versus Robert Bryczek. Another pretty good stand-up guy. Decent grappling as well. This guy has mad power, but he's going against Rowston, guy from Australia. So you guys know the deal. Polish power versus, you know, the Australian guy. It's going to be a banger. Any of these two guys can knock out each other, in my honest opinion. But I'm currently leaning the favorite in Rowston. I don't think it's going to be easy. But Rowston is going to come in here and just out-volley Robert. And not to mention, I think Rowston can take down Robert. And I wouldn't say hold him there as per se, but I would definitely say he would earn points by taking him down or controlling him against the cage and stuff like that. You know, the little things like that. I think Rowston's going to come in here and show out in his hometown, outland, outstrike, rob, and if things get gritty, he has that grappling to his advantage to use in this fight. Don't get me wrong, Robert, like I said, power puncher, just knocked out Brad Tavares his last time out. So he's looking pretty decent. But Brad Tavares is an old man, and now you're jumping straight into a guy who's in his prime, who does pretty much what you do. So I'm going to go ahead and take Rowston to edge out a tight decision in this one. Give me Rowston to win by decision, 29-28. It should be a close one. Next fight up, we got Shamil Gaziev versus Brando Pericic. Now in this fight, guys, they gave Brando Pericic the fave, while Shamil, being the more experienced guy, being the guy that fought the better talent, is now the underdog. Don't get me wrong, Shamil, you looked like shit last time against Waldo Cortez Acosta, but let's be real, everyone picked Waldo Cortez Acosta to beat you. So we're not surprised, is what I'm saying. He's going against Brando Pericic. This fight is going to be a one and done, 1 round and done fist fight. Possibly goes out to the second round, but doubt it would ever go to a decision or 3rd round. Brando Pericic has power in his hands, and I think he is the more athletic man out of the two. Shamil is maybe the overall more skilled guy over two when it comes to a complete package. Yet, he is the underdog, but it's basically on how do you see this fight going, and I quite frankly see this fight just being a stand-up affair for the most part. So I gotta give the edge to the hometown guy in Brando Pericic. I think Brando Pericic is gonna come in here and they're gonna just strike the first round. They're gonna just swing, and I think Brando, being the more athletic guy, Brando being the more powerful guy, should land and connect and knock out Shamil Gaziev. We also don't know how Shamil Gaziev is going to perform, considering that he just came from a knockout loss. So I do think he's going to be a little bit hesitant to throw punches, especially against a guy named Brando Pericic. So we'll see. Interesting fight. They're both going to go back and forth, but I'm going to go ahead and take Brando Pericic to knock out Shamil Gaziev. Next fight up, we have Steele Vs Erceg versus Tim Elliott. Now, in this fight, man, those lines are kind of off. Those lines are kind of crazy. Steele Vs Erceg at -400. I mean, I get it, but Jesus, man. Tim Elliott gets no credit for being that one dude. From one, I get it. I mean, he's fighting bumps now too, but man, I don't really think highly of Steve Erceg. You guys remember he got the fastest climb up to the top 5, like so fast. So you got to put that in consideration. You know, I think he's a top 10 guy, nonetheless. He's going against a gritty guy in Tim Elliott, man. Tim Elliott is no slouch. He's going to come in here and give Steve Erceg a hard time. Don't get me wrong, the pick is going to be Steve Erceg. Gonna go obviously with the younger guy. Steve Erceg's 30. Tim Elliott's like 39, 40. Steve Erceg is gonna come in here and implement his wrestling in order to get the victory. But what I'm saying is, it's not gonna be easy, man. Tim Elliott has been 4-1 in his last 5, and you know he definitely turned the clock around. He's definitely been looking pretty solid. So he does have a chance here. So that's why I don't simply understand these odds. These odds are kind of like way too wide for me. I think Tim Elliott should be maybe, you know, plus 170, but a plus 300 is kind of crazy considering that he's on a roll, beating decent names. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I know Steve Erceg has 2-3 in his last time out, but he's been fighting the better competition. But man, I don't know. Tim Elliott's going to come here and he's going to definitely make you fight for his money. Steve Erceg, please take him down. Please. Because you're all going to struggle in this fight. I can see it here. I want to pick Tim Elliott, but I have a hard time picking old heads. Let's be real. 39 years old. He should get the job done. Steve Erceg, that is. So we're going to go ahead and lean Steve Erceg, but I'm going to stay away from this number. At minus 400, I'm not even going to touch it. If anything, I'm going to put a sprinkle on Tim Elliott. If you didn't know already, picks aren't bets. So just because I did shitty last week doesn't mean I didn't earn, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, we move on. The pick is Steve Erceg to win by decision. But that plus 3.5 line on Tim Elliott will definitely be there. Next fight up, we got Beneil Dariush versus Quinlan Salkild. And I'm not going to waste your time. This is a sacrifice being made by the UFC gods. Quinlan Salkild is going to come in here and submit or knock out Beneil Dariush. I know he is the veteran out of the two, but Beneil Dariush has been looking hella washed lately. Being knocked out by BSD, being knocked out by Armin, being knocked out by Charles. Man, he's been knocked out by a lot of people recently, and he's only getting older. Unfortunately, I like Beneil Dariush, but Quinlan Salkild is a monster. He's going to come in here and simply outclass Beneil Dariush. And Beneil Dariush, I think it's time you hang up those gloves. You have been washed lately. What is there to say? I don't really need to break down this fight. Quinlan Salkild is going to come in here and murder Beneil Dariush. It's going to be sad, tragic ending for Beneil Dariush. Next fight up, we got Jack Della Maddalena versus Carlos Prates, the main event of the evening. Man, in this fight, this one's going to be difficult to predict. I have a bias towards Carlos Prates, but I'm trying my best here to see where Jack Della Maddalena can win in this fight. And man, I think the odds definitely indicate this should be a 50-50 fight. I have it minus 110 even here. This fight's going to be great, man. Carlos Prates definitely has the better power out of the two. And Jack, I'm going to go ahead and give him the grappling edge. I know we don't really see him use his grappling, and he's more of a nice technical striker, but, you know, I'm pretty sure his grappling is there considering that he's been training or has been training with that one Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu nerd, the one weirdo. You guys know who he is. So, more than likely, Craig Jones. There you go, Craig Jones. I forgot his name. More than likely, his grappling is definitely better than Carlos Prates. So, the question is, how do you guys see this fight going? Is it going to be primarily in a stand-up? Or is Jack going to take him down and control him on the ground? or at least try to control him on the ground. That's what you simply got to ask yourself. What's going to happen here? And yeah, like I said, I'm a little biased towards Carlos, but I see a path where Jack comes in and takes him down and uses his IQ in this fight, similar to Ian Gary. Avoid those hard punches and control Carlos Prates on the ground. And I think he's able to do that. I know he's going against a taller, more lengthier fighter. We got a 78 reach advantage for Carlos Prates versus 73. So Carlos, man, he's going to have a big advantage when it comes to the feet. So Jack knows this. Jack definitely knows this, and Jack is a smart fighter. Jack's going to be game planning for this. And not to mention, he's fighting on his hometown of Australia. No jet lag, none of that bullshit. He should come in here and be well rested and should be able to neutralize Carlos Prates on the feet, similar to what Ian Gary did and somewhat what Leon Edwards low-key did against him before getting cracked and finished. So I got Jack Della Maddalena doing similar things, and he's a lot better than Leon Edwards, so I definitely don't see him getting starched with one of those 1-2s that Carlos Prates gets. So there's that, man. Low confident with this pick too, simply because I'm a little bit biased. Big fan of Carlos Prates, and he definitely has a shot to win. I'll most likely have bets on both sides, but for the sake of the video and for the sake of the pick, I'm currently slight leaning Jack Della Maddalena to win a decision in this fight. But yeah, it's going to be a good fight nonetheless. I think this is going to be a better event than UFC Vegas 116. But there's that. Jack Della Maddalena will be the pick by decision. So there's that. Let's run it back one more time for the people. First fight, we picked Cody Steele. Second fight, Jonathan Micallef. Third fight, Ben Johnson. Fourth fight, Kobe Thickness. Jacob Malkoun for the next one. Junior Tafa. Can't believe I picked him. Cam Rowston. Tai Vs. I can't believe I picked him either. Brando Pericic. Be careful. Steele Vs Erceg. Be careful. Benil Dariush is dying. Quillen Salkild is going to get the victory, knockout-wise. And main event, Jack Della Maddalena will win a decision. That is it, boys. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Please comment something from the algorithm. You know, anything will help. W's in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.